Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, respected chief guest, Dr. Georgios Romanos from Stony Brook University, United States of America. Our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. P.D. Patil, sir. Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. N.J. Pawar, sir. Dr. Mrs. Smita Jadhav, Madam, our Trustee and Director. And Dr. A.N. Suryakar, our Registrar. Faculty, heads of departments, and dear students. So it gives me an immense pleasure to have you all together on this platform today for this program induction ceremony. In Sanskrit, it is called as Diksharam. What it means is initiation for a new beginning. So that's how we say it in Sanskrit. So I'm the master of ceremony today. At first, we begin the program with a welcome address from our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Dr. N.J. Pawar, sir. Sir, over to you, sir.
Good morning and good afternoon to all of you. Our chief guest of today's function, Dr. Georgios Romanos, Honorable Chancellor of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, Dr. P.D. Patil, sir, Dean of the Dental College, Dr. Gopal Krishnan, Dr. Smita Jadhav, our trustee, fellow teachers, students, parents, and my dear friends. At the outset, let me take this opportunity of welcoming all the new entrants, students particularly, who are joining Dr. D.Y. Patil Dental College. I must also, on behalf of Honorable Chancellor and all the trustees, extend you very warm welcome to the premises of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth. Friends, I know that one phase of learning, that is undergraduate studies, is over for you. You are now going to join a second phase of learning, master's degree, MDS, and you are now prepared for it. I must congratulate you for your achievement of making scholarly efforts at UG level and achieving the distinction of joining Dr. D.Y. Patil Dental College Hospital and Research Center. This college is one of the eminent colleges across India. Amongst all dental colleges across India, this is ranked as number 3 as per the National Institutional Ranking Framework, which is undertaken by Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, currently now renamed as Ministry of Education. And therefore, friends, you are joining one of the important and very high priority destination in the field of dentistry, and therefore, I must congratulate you all for this particular achievement. Since you are joining Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth and the Dental College under the Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, it is my duty to also welcome our chief guest for today's function, Dr. Georgios Romanos from the USA, who will be addressing and motivating, inspiring, and enlightening you all. And therefore, it is an opportunity for you to listen to such an eminent person who is connected with us today from the different part of the world. And therefore, it is an opportunity for you all to listen to him. Sir, I extend a very warm welcome to you also for this particular induction ceremony, Diksha Ramba, for today's particular function. I must tell you that Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth is established in 2003 under the UGC Act. And in a very short duration of time, this university has made impact at a national level in terms of achieving the quality in higher education. See, as I told you, the dental college is 3rd in position as per the NIRF ranking. Similarly, the Vidyapeeth or the university has also achieved the top 50 universities rank amongst all 1,000 and odd universities across India. And therefore, we are one of the grade 1, category 1 universities, which is a recognition given by the University Grants Commission, Government of India. And therefore, all these top 50 universities, which are also A grade, we are A grade with CGPA of 3.62, which is the highest in any medical or health sciences university. And therefore, because of this, we have received the status which is known as a Category 1 university by UGC. But we have to look at how many such faculties exist in the Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapit. That also, as a new student, one who is joining this particular institute also must know. Although you may have browsed the website and found out some information, I must tell you that there are 9 constituent colleges under the university. Medical college is one of the biggest, and therefore it is a 2,000 bedded, very top ranking medical college in India. It is amongst the top 25 medical colleges in India. And that is what is the achievement of the university in a very short time. Secondly, we have dental college, we have physiotherapy, we have Ayurveda, we have biotechnology, we have management, we have optometry and visual sciences, we have nursing college. All these 9 institutes, all these 9 constituent units are under the ambit of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapit. And therefore, if I just want to give you an information about what are the achievements of the university, then I must tell you some of the important strengths of this particular university. As I told you that it is a multi-faculty university, it is having 119 UG programs, several PG, doctoral, fellowship and super specialty programs which are approved by all the regulatory bodies like DCI, MCI, name it AICT, UGC and so on and so forth. And therefore, what we have to look at this particular university in terms of these distinctive features. Secondly, one of the universities, this is one of the universities where we have outstanding infrastructure for teaching, learning and research. Besides, we have very ultra-modern library with rich collection of print and e-books, e-journals and e-databases. Right upon Scopus to EBSCOhost and Zgate and you name it, and we have all these e-databases. We have also teaching hospital. One of the biggest hospitals in medical college, which is 2011 bedded. And this hospital has 18 modular operation theaters of a global standard, where 4th generation Da Vinci robotic surgery facilities, 2 MRI machines, 3 Tesla and 1.5 Tesla, 2 CT scanners with 128 slide CT machine, digital mammography with tomosynthesis, multi-organ transplant facility, particularly for corneal transplant, liver transplant, kidney transplant, and now we are prepared to have also heart transplant facility in our hospital. Similarly, we have a distinctive feature which is also a best practice of this university, which is recognized in the region, and that is the Yashoda Milk Bank facility, which is a human milk bank facility, which is serving the needs of the society in this particular region. All our hospitals are NABH accredited. Our laboratories are also NABL accredited. Our molecular diagnostic lab is also NABL accredited, and the latest research facility in the dental college, which is a regenerative medicine lab, is also GMP certified. Soon we will get that certificate also. We make it a point that students get ICT-based learning experience, and therefore it provides collaborative, cooperative, and also communicative learning environment to the students. And that is the biggest, I would say, advantage that the student gets from this particular university. One of the important aspects is that all quality programs which are implemented by the Vidyapit, they are undertaken by the internal quality assurance cell. And therefore, through this IQAC cell, we make it a point that all quality related training programs for the faculty, for the students, and for the staff are undertaken, implemented, where we keep on monitoring these programs. And therefore, that has given us an edge over all other institutes in terms of our achievements. Friends, this is an institution. which is high priority institution in this particular region because of a quality of teaching learning, because of the research, and because of the outreach activities. And therefore, see, all along teaching learning process, we also make it a point that research is an integral part of our teaching learning process. And therefore, scientific research is of a great value, particularly in order to make advancement in the field of dentistry, I would say, and also ultimately to offer the best possible patient care. And that is the relevance of research in the PG studies, which I am trying to highlight for the fellow students who are going to join us soon. And therefore, we should also make sure that we are aware of the newest development in our own subject area, and also we try to apply our scientific knowledge in the decision making, particularly for the patient care. And that is something which is being envisioned by the institute in terms of the value addition, which is a research part of it. Both clinical practice as well as research are one of the key areas in bridging the gap between the science and practice. And therefore, advancement of knowledge is one of the key areas. And if you have advancement of knowledge with you, then how to put it into practice, that is the skill which also is being taught by all of us. And therefore, relevance of research is tremendous in your professional practice as well as personal development and professional career, which you will understand in due course of time. See, all our teachers, they try to identify what are the perceptions of the students about the research. What are the motivational factors for the students to undertake the research. And therefore, if I just quote few examples, for example, what are the factors or what are the perceptions about the research for the student, then the perceptions that we have identified include what are the research processes which students are very curious to know. The students also try to understand in terms of how to set the research goals in a particular area, because you are going to be a PG students and therefore research is an integral part of your teaching learning process. What are the research characteristics? What are the research topics to be identified? How to identify research topics? And therefore, what are the requirements of the research? All this is being imbibed by the enrichment in the curriculum. We have a separate directorate of research, and therefore, all our researchers in the directorate of research keep on
Hello,
making sure
Hello.
that.
Sir, Romanos sir wants to share his screen.
Okay. With these words, I would like to make sure that the students get opportunity for the research. All that I am trying to say is that this is for the development of the students, their professional advancement, their professional career, their skill development, and it is this intention with which all the teaching, learning, research programs are implemented by the university. I'm sure that you will have a pleasant learning experience on the campus of Dental College of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapith, Pune. Once again, I take this opportunity of welcoming all the fellow students, their parents, and also our chief guest for today's function, our Honorable Chancellor and trustees for today's function. I must take the opportunity of welcoming you all, and thanks to all the faculty members and students for organizing this particular function, and also Master of the Ceremony and Dean of the Dental College, Dr. Gopal Krishnan, for giving me an opportunity to best of you all. Thank you very much, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. I would next, before I invite our Honorable Chancellor, I would just like to say a few words. Our Chancellor, Dr. P.D. Patil, sir, needs no introduction. He's an educationist who's known globally, I won't say nationally, because we have students from all over the world also coming and appear from all parts of the country. Epitome of vision, a great visionary, epitome of dynamism, and Honorable Trustee and Director. I mean, very futuristic. Anytime we go and ask dear students anything to the management, they are very, very, very supportive. Instantly, they get the support instantly, and we have the latest machinery and technology what is available in any nook and corner of the world. We have it over here with us. So with these words, I request you, Honorable Chancellor Sir, to please come and share a few words in your address with the students and the chief guest.
Thank you, Dr. Gopal Krishnan. Good evening, everyone. As we assemble here to celebrate this day, it is with a great privilege and great pleasure that I welcome you all to Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapith, Pimpri, Pune, a university that is committed to scholarly excellence in an environment that boasts of state-of-art infrastructure, accomplished faculty, and dedicated students. Let me start by welcoming our chief guest, Professor Dr. Georgios Romanos from the School of Dental Medicine, Stony Brook University, New York, United States of America. Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. N.J. Pawar Sir, our Trustee and Director, Dr. Mrs. Smita Jadhav, our Registrar, Dr. A.N. Suryakar Sir, the Dean of the Dental College, Dr. Gopal Krishnan, heads of the department, faculty, students, and parents. Professor Dr. George is a highly accomplished individual in the field of dentistry, and our association with Sir goes back to the year 2011. During his first visit to DPU, when he was a keynote speaker at ICDRO World Congress. This association developed into a strong bond over the years as a Sir enthusiastically conducted an array of lectures, sharing and enriching us with his vast experiences and inputs during his subsequent visits in 2012 and 2015. We are honored to have you, Sir, as the chief guest of today's PG induction program, and we thank you for accepting our invitation. From its inception in the year 2000, DPU has grown by leaps and bounds in the past 19 years. An institute remains excellent only by constantly recognizing that it must do better, and I can gladly say that we as a university have grown and achieved numerous milestones. Our university has entered into a collaboration with a large number of international institutions like Johns Hopkins University, University of Cincinnati Medical Center, USA, University of Buffalo, USA, Hong Kong University, Chulalongkorn University, Thammasat University, Thailand, to name a few, for its academic growth and development and contribution towards national development in healthcare and professional education. It gives me immense pleasure to say that our university was re-accredited with NAC A grade with a GPA of 3.62. Our dental college ranks third in the NIRF category conducted by the Ministry of Human Resources and Development, Government of India, in the year 2020. This year marks the induction of the 16th batch of postgraduate students, and I can definitely say that we have come a long way. I would like to express my gratitude to Professor Dr. George, and we look forward to having your advice, guidance, and blessing through the students on this occasion. Sir, we look forward to have an opportunity in future to have you with us at our institute. Last but not the least, I would like to congratulate all the students for this new chapter in their lives. At our university, you will always have the opportunity to learn new things, acquire new knowledge, grow new competencies, develop new skills, and enhance personal attributes in profound way that will shape your character for the rest of your lives. I assure you that our students will get the best in terms of learning, infrastructure, and technology here at our university. Wishing all the postgraduate students the very best and may you soar higher and fulfill all your dreams. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your lovely and motivational address to all of us and the students. Next, before I introduce our chief guest, Dr. Georgios Romanos, sir, I would like to tell all the students and parents first, congratulations on you all selecting our institute. You are one amongst the top institutes in this country. Name it, and a brief overview of our institute. We are a young institution. We started our BDS in the year 2000 and then our MDS, and we have 100 student intake in the BDS program. In the year 2005, we started our MDS program, and we have gone so many 15 batches have passed out, and now the 16th batch, as you are all joining, we welcome you all to this induction ceremony program. Over the years, the school or the college has grown leaps and bounds and have achieved several milestones, as our Honorable Chancellor said. And the latest being we getting the third ranking in the National Institute ranking framework conducted by the Human Resource Ministry, Government of India. Apart from that, we have got several research grants. Notably, of late, we have got research grants worth 1 crore of rupees. I mean, almost 200 US thousand dollars, Dr. George, for the development of a new innovation. So that is one thing. And when it comes to the infrastructure, you name it, as I said, we have it. Thanks to the management for the entire support. Of late, we had Dr. George, you had come here as the coordinator between Academy of Osseointegration and DPU, and you are the chief coordinator. And at that time in 2015, you saw the brand new implant center being inaugurated at the inauguration of the conference. So you know that we have the state-of-art CBCT machine, everything you need, whatever is there. And now we have in the department, now you should come and look at our pediatric department. We have renovated, and we are renovating all the departments to match the world standards. Department of Periodontics has got one Carl Zeiss microscope, and I could proudly say that this will be the first institute in our nation to give students periodontal microsurgery training, during the master's program. We also are in the pipeline of getting digital printing, 3D digital printing in dentistry. So, and also getting microscopic endodontics for the postgraduate programs. These are all in the pipelines. So step by step, students, we are getting everything that you need. There is no need for you to look to go abroad for studying. Whatever you have the facility, whatever you see there, you have it over here. And the other advantage, dear students, you have is the amount of patient flow we have. I can really boast that we have about 800 to 1,000 patients a day. The main advantage that Pimpri, the area where we live, is surrounded by an industrial area, and now people also come from faraway towns, for getting treated themselves over here. So students, I would say that you are very lucky, to have joined our institute. And we are also having the regenerative medicine, that is the stem cell laboratory. So we are almost in the final stage of receiving the letter from the Government of India and for carrying out human stem cell research. So this will again be the first institution in the nation where you have the permission to do stem cell research. It is just a matter of few days where we will be having that permission in our hand, as we just finished the accreditation visit, George, a couple of weeks back. So before I go on, and another new thing we would like to introduce is, having the chance of all the students to have a rotational system of the guides. So each student will be posted under all the PG faculty on rotation so that they get the best out of every best out of everyone when they pass out and leave this institution. That is another important thing that we would like to say as a part of this program. And dear students, I would like to just briefly introduce the heads of department respectively before I go on to introduce Dr. Georgios Romanos to you all. We have Professor Dr. Sonali Deshmukh, which she's the head of department of orthodontics. Then we have Professor Dr. Vikas Bengude, who's the head and chair of pediatric dentistry department. Then we have Professor Dr. Amit Jagtap. He is the head of prosthodontics department, and he is also the director of postgraduate dental studies at our institution. Then we have Professor Dr. Rajesh Shetty, who is the head of the Department of Conservative Dentistry. Then we have Professor Dr. Pushkar Vaknis, who is the head of the oral and maxillofacial surgery. Then we have Dr. Supriya Kure, who is the head of the Department of Oral Pathology, and she also heads the regenerative medicine laboratory, that's a stem cell lab. Then we have Professor Dr. Sahana Hegde, who is the head of Public Health Dentistry Department. And then we have Professor Dr. Vikram Kare, who is the head of Department of Oral Medicine and Radiology. So with this introduction, students, let me give a few, introduction to you all. George is not new to us. He is a family. He is a part of the DPU family. And for new students who do not know George, please give me the opportunity to introduce you to him. Professor Dr. Georgios Romanos is the director of laser education at Stony Brook University and also professor at the periodontology department. He's also professor of oral surgery and implant dentistry at Johann Wolfgang Goethe University in Frankfurt, Germany. Dr. Romanos has been a recipient of many research awards like the T.H. Maiman Award for the Best Laser Research by Academy of Laser Dentistry and the 2020 Distinguished Scientist Award from the American Academy of Periodontology, which is a very huge award, which is noteworthy. As a member of American Academy, it's one of the high-ranking awards. Then he is fully trained in periodontology, prosthodontics, and oral surgery in Germany and in USA. Professor Romanos is board certified in oral surgery, implant dentistry in Germany, as well as a diplomate by the American Board of Periodontology. He has a dental license in Germany and in New York. He completed his training in periodontology initially in Berlin and his doctoral degree on connective tissue research. After his prosthodontic training in Freiburg and oral surgery in Frankfurt, he completed postdoctoral degree on immediate loading of dental implants with studies performed in Malaysia, Germany, and then he obtained the postdoctoral degree. He has obtained various academic positions, like he was the associate professor and later on professor of oral surgery and implant dentistry at University of Frankfurt, professor and director of laser sciences at New York University, professor of clinical dentistry at University of Rochester, former Associate of Dean for Clinical Affairs at Stony Brook University. Professor Romanos served as the President of Implantology Research Group of the IADR, that is the International Association of Dental Research Students, that is a huge body. And he was the President of the Academy of Osseointegration Foundation from the year 2018 to 19, Chair of Science and Research Committee of the Academy of Laser Dentistry, and Chairman of North American Division of the World Federation of Laser Dentistry from 2010 to 2014. He's a fellow of the ADEA Leadership Institute, Great of New York Academy of Prosthodontics, American Association of Dental Research, Academy of Osseointegration, International Academy of Dentofacial Aesthetics, Pierre Fauchard Academy, Academy of Society for Laser Medicine and Surgery, International Team for Implantology, International College of Oral Implantologists, International College of Dentists, and the American College of Dentists. He has authored more than 350 articles in peer-reviewed journals with a Google H index of 63 and in Web of Science 31, over 15 chapters on periodontology, laser therapy, implantology, and oral surgery. He's a well-known speaker with an experience of more than 500 lectures in national and international meetings. He has mentored approximately 100 students and junior faculty members. He's the author of 5 books published by the Quintessence and Wheelie and guest editor of Periodontology 2000 issue published in 2010 entitled Risks and Their Prevention in Implant Therapy. He serves on the editorial board of more than 30 journals, dental journals, amongst Journal of Periodontology, Clinical Implant Dentistry and Related Research, Photobiomodulation, Photomedicine and Laser Surgery, Materials, International Journal of Implantology, Quintessence International. His research interests focus on wound healing, bone regeneration, immediate loading, connective tissue research, peri-implantitis therapy, laser tissue interactions, photodynamic therapy, factors for improvement of implant stability, as well as the management of complication in surgical dentistry. Above all this, let me motivate you students, myself and Dr. George, this is in terms of research. We worked over a paper, and that was the first laser lock study, implant study in this country. So that paper we worked on for almost 6 months, and we sent it to a journal, Implant Dentistry. That got rejected. Then we did not lose heart. We worked on that paper for another 1 year. And after that, after from 2012, 2014, we got the acceptance, and that is a good impact factor journal, and that it got published. So the motto is, please do not give up. Try again, and you will definitely succeed. Not till you succeed, you will definitely succeed. And as our Honorable Chancellor's words, he often says, hard work, devotion brings you always success. So with these words, dear George, I request you to please take over the dais and please give us your wisdom to the students, not only to the students, but to all of us. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all of you. I hope you can hear me. It is a real pleasure and honor for me to be with you today. It's a special day, and if I see the number of participants attending this webinar or this ceremony is 111. Is a special number, 111. No 2, no 3. Everything is 1. And this 1 is associated with you, with the DBU. Dear Chancellor Dr. Patil, Vice Chancellor Dr. Pawar, Board of Trustees member of DBU, Dr. Smita, dear friend, dear colleague, Dr. Gopal Krishnan, the Dean of the DPU, dear parents, dear students, dear friends. I'd like to congratulate the students, all of you, and the residents actually who made the decision for the DPU. The DPU is one of the most developed schools in the country. My personal opinion of DPU is that the school is innovative, future-oriented due to the vision of Dr. Patil and his team, is a sustainable institution due to the long-term tradition for success. It is well known for the international collaborations. I personally feel very, very close to your institution. My family and myself, all of us are connected with India, but in the reality, more important is we are connected with the university, the DPU. And I share the screen, and you see here my little daughter, who actually was not born at the first time. When I came with my wife Anissa to your institution, she is dressed also with a special uniform, and one day maybe she becomes a dentist and visits also your institution. I hope it worked well with the screen. Yeah?
Yes,
Now
yes, we can see.
Yeah?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. So you have selected a school with excellent opportunities, especially in this difficult time with the COVID. My first experience at DPU was in 2011, and Dr. Patil and Dr. Gopal Krishnan mentioned it before. For almost 10 years, I was able to be the advisor of the DPU in publications, in various committees, and also PhD thesis. The center has an excellent implant center, an animal facility for animal research, and as I know, a new stem cell laboratory. Your dean mentioned to me recently that in the Department of Periodontology, you have microscopes in order to do plastic reconstructive surgical procedures. I can tell you in my institution at Stony Brook, we do not have any microscopes in the Department of Periodontology. This is an example for the growth of the DPU in the School of Dentistry. The COVID pandemic has changed our lives, and you know that. It's not a problem at the moment, the COVID pandemic in India or in US, but in the whole world. Maybe in the future, we have more viruses who attack humans. The young generation has to deal with different types of diseases, and there is a lot of potential research opportunities in this field. There are some challenges at the moment in the world, especially in the dental education. We have challenges in education. We have challenges in research. The federal stakeholders in America support the COVID research. I submitted 2 grants in the last year to NIH, and they have not even been discussed because they were not related to COVID. The patient therapy has different challenges. Patients postpone treatment because they feel that dental treatment is not necessarily an acute treatment, except if they have pain. In addition, there are different financial problems associated with treatment and financial challenges. Patients do not necessarily focus on implant therapy. Maybe they focus on keeping the dentition in a stable and healthy condition without to think about restorations. The prosthodontists, they will have some problems. But all of these challenges are for all of us opportunities. In the reality, my friends, we don't know so many things. The PPE, the aerosols, the control of infectious diseases. Where is the evidence? There is no evidence. Where is the science? The WHO is fighting every day with the American Dental Association and the FBI. Every organization has different approach to this kind of disease. In the last 4 months, I had the possibility to focus on a completely different direction. My initial plan was from May 2020 to October 2020 to be for sabbatical in Europe. I have been approached by various institutions, and I decided to be in Bern at the University of Bern in Switzerland for 4 months, and then the rest of the sabbatical to spend between Italy and Spain. And not to have vacation, but to work, to learn more from the other institutions. Due to the COVID pandemic, I had to postpone my sabbatical. My patients in the private practice have been, of course, arranged properly for treatment after October 2020. In this period, I had a kind of freedom from strong administrative possibilities and responsibilities in the reality to say. And I was able to be more involved in my own research. I had submitted 3 grants, 12 publications within this period, overseen 4 students for master thesis, and I had developed new protocols for research. Why? Because I was interested, more relaxed, with less patients and less students to work in my own lab. This is important if you have passion and interest for knowledge and discovery. And this is important for all of us scientists working in universities. At DPU, you have people with passion to provide for you the resources for your future. There is strong evidence that Dr. Patil personally and his team selects the best talents and supports advises the people who want to succeed. In your country, you have a lot of possibilities for research. Colleagues from India have a huge advantage compared to other people around the world speaking and writing perfectly the English language. You have local resources of herbs and diet supplements, important anti-inflammatory agents like curcumin, like the Garcinia mangostana, agents which I have learned during my visits in your country and establishing collaborations. We had worked for a couple of years with your colleagues from different universities in India, establishing protocols and coming back to my school, bringing this, we developed chemically modified curcumin, which can be used for the treatment of periodontal disease and potentially peri-implant diseases. Please think positive. Make the challenge an opportunity for you, your families, and the nation. Science doesn't have borders. Your input is fundamental. Contact the people you want to work with. Please take the time and search the literature. Today, you have completely different resources in your house with a computer, with a laptop. You can go online and you have the possibility to have your library, international libraries, in your own house. I remember my time when I was a student in Athens at that time, and later on in Germany, in Berlin. I had to spend hours and nights in libraries. And sometimes I didn't notice that it was a holiday and the library was closed. I was hoping during a national holiday to spend some time in the library to look on old, dusty books and to find out schematic drawings or references for my next project. And later on, I had worked as an assistant during my student time and even at the high school, observing and shadowing different private practices in order to collect some money in order to order from Greece my dental books to Germany. And at that time, at the 80s, we had restrictions of exporting, bringing money to another country over the borders. The life is significantly easier for specific areas in the area of research today, because as I mentioned, we can work at home and getting very fast the references we need. Focus on one topic which you like, which you really love to do. And later on, when you establish some name, go to a second topic. The Dean, Dr. Gopal Krishnan, mentioned in my CV some highlights, and you will see that in my passion after I finished my postgraduate training was always loading forces and bone, but also phototherapy, light. Two different areas where I try to establish some significant contribution in science. At the end of the day, we are humans with strengths and weaknesses. And I would say we have more weaknesses than strengths. But try to bring your weaknesses less, eliminate the weaknesses, and improve your strengths. Ask yourself, how do you see your future? Create your future with your vision. In 1 hour, we have here in the department and in my office, today, of course, with the whole help of the computers, interviews for the next year residents. I ask always one question in every interview. How do you see yourself in the next 10 to 15 years professionally? And if someone says, oh, I don't know, I will see, maybe, this is for me not the person who I need. I need to pick up the people who know what they want to accomplish, because achievements are always associated with visions. Ask your mentors about their own experience. Your teachers have passion for education. They are there for you and for your future. I hope this time at DPU opens to all of you the wings to create the best dentists and scientists in India. Some of you have the possibility and the interest to go to other countries to learn more and then to come back. Your country needs you. I'm positive that DPU and personally Dr. Patil are here to help all of you to make your dream a reality. I would love to meet you in the near future in India, and also contact me always if you are interested for any type of collaborations. Focus on your future, the present and the future, and we are here to support all of you. I'd like to thank you very much for your invitation again, for your honor you create for me and my family, and I hope to see you soon in the near future in India. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. George, for your motivational speech and the encouraging speech. I would like to also bring to your kind attention that in the past, when I was new here at DPU and you were at Stony Brook, there were two students from our institute that had come for an observership program at that point of time. So I would like to go on this, and in the future request you to please take us. We will send an official proposal through our offices to take this and formalize this proposal so that we can renew the student exchange between Stony Brook and DPU. And we also look forward to having a long partnership with you, Stony Brook and DPU. Thank you very much, Dr. George. And it is always a pleasure listening to you. And we look forward to seeing you sometime here live at DPU after this COVID pandemic gets over. So thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
with this, over to the next agenda of the program, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Amit Jagtap, the head of Department of Prosthodontics and also the Director of Postgraduate Studies in the Dental College, to please deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to all, and good morning, Dr. Romanos. I, Dr. Amit Jagtap, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. First and foremost, I thank our special guest, Dr. George, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion. His words of wisdom will surely encourage the students present here to excel in their academics, and I hope the students graduate from here not only as more knowledgeable as doctors, but also as better human beings. We are grateful to our Chancellor, Dr. P.D. Patil, sir, for his words of encouragement. The facilities provided by him over the years are second to none, providing us with the latest in educational innovations and expertise. We are grateful to our Chancellor. We are grateful to the Vice Chancellor, Dr. N.J. Pawar, for his support and guidance. I thank our Honorable Trustee and Director, Dr. Smita Dada Madam, who over such a short period of time has made this college to be one of the best colleges in the country. The number 3 NRF ranking being evidence of it. We'll definitely strive to go beyond it. I would also like to thank our Registrar, Surekar sir, for gracing this occasion and providing his valuable support. I would also like to thank our esteemed Dean, Dr. Gopalakrishnan sir, for his dynamic leadership and sustained efforts to bring the college to the level it is at today. Lastly, I would like to address the first year students. This college will provide an excellent platform for learning, since you will find vast resources at your disposal in terms of experienced staff, state-of-the-art infrastructure, latest materials, and technology. So here's wishing you all happy learnings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And before we end, I request if our trustee ma'am would like to say a few words to the incoming students. Mrs. Smita Jadhav, madam?
Yes, I
Thank
will
you,
be
ma'am.
meeting them, not a problem, sir. Happy Ganesh Utsav to everyone. I'm so glad that Dr. George Romanos could find time and inspire our students so beautifully. In fact, he's inspired our faculty as well. And we look forward that you come back to India and keep inspiring us for times and years to come. Dear students, it's wonderful it's wonderful and congratulations for joining such a wonderful course. And I will meet you all soon in college and talk to you all personally. And of course, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you, Dr. George, and have a wonderful day there ahead.
Thank you again. And I hope to see you soon without any problems with the COVID. All the best for the students, the family, the faculty members, and Dr. Patil, especially for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.